The 2009 league play season comes to an end here at Menlo for the Menlo Knights as they host the Carlmont Scots, and we've got it for you here on CCSA. Menlo coming into this game with an impressive 2-2 record in league play as they've battled back from a slow start, and Carlmont winless in the league play this season, Ray, but they look to get on the board here against a very talented Menlo team.
Well, they have not, you're right, Casey, they have not had a win in league, but I believe they were undefeated outside of league, and they've kind of given everybody a fit, at least initially, I know that. But Menlo trying to finish this league season with a win. They've got two fantastic wins in the last 2 weeks, which were very, very exciting. And I think what they would hope to do here is playing the last league game at home. Just go ahead and find some way to go ahead and get through this without any injuries, and then get ready for the final game. So we'll see if they can do that, and indeed how their preparation has been this week. Naturally, the defense was great last week against Burlingame, holding them and stopping them near the goal line, and holding a pretty explosive Burlingame to 14 points. And the offense scored when they needed to, and just enough to go ahead and get that victory. So let's see what we'll have here.
Menlo won the toss. They chose to receive, and a booming kick is in the air, taken at the 5-yard line by Clay Robbins, and Clay moves it out to the 15. Carlmont swarms quickly, however, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights at about the 18-yard line. And two high-powered offenses. Both of these teams like to spread it out and throw the ball. So we could see some fireworks here in this one, as Menlo will have it 1st and 10 to start, and senior quarterback Danny DeKroger in under center for the Knights. On 1st down, quick drop pass out to the right is complete on 1st down, as he hits Tim Benton for the first completion of the ball game.
And very close to the 1st down.
Carter Boyce, number 11, who picked up that first catch of the game. As Carter goes in motion to the near side. Pass out left, that's complete to Robbins, and Clay's got it near the 34-yard line. So Menlo, 2 quick completions.
And, good. It looks like good protection for Danny right off the bat, so that's good.
4 receivers and a man in the backfield is Nichols. They hand it off to Robbins, cutting across the field down to the 40-yard line. They move the chains again.
Right, little wingback trap that we've seen, and they've run it effectively. So usually when you can get the defensive men coming straight up or hard charging, you can go ahead and run that trap. Here's a blitz.
DeKroger steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got it to the 40, 45, and he ducks out of bounds before being hit by the oncoming corner, and it'll be 2nd down for the Knights.
Well, we did see a blitz, and it was pretty well picked up, but it did end up forcing Danny to break down out of the pocket and make the, about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Maybe we'll call it 6 yards on that one. 2nd
and 4. They pitch it to Bo Nichols, his first carry of the ball game. Cuts to the outside, turns it upfield at the 50, and stumbles down inside Carlmont territory for the first time in the game, down to the 42.
Well, I would like to see him have the ball on the outside arm in this case, Casey, but Bo does a nice job always running and knowing what he needs and where to go. So nice play there, and picks up another 1st down. So Menlo is on the move.
They are indeed, and the pass is complete on the near side to Anderson, and Phil Anderson down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a quick screen, and they run some motion over there, which gives him another blocker. Phil catches the ball, waits for his blockers to go ahead and form in front of him downfield, and unfortunately he's caught from behind in a sense, but nice series so far for Menlo.
Pitch it to Bo. He's got a 1st down inside the 30.
So nice job. They went outside to the left. Now they come outside to the right. Good job.
1st and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Kroger under pressure. Now he runs into his own man, and eventually is going to be sacked by number 53 for Carlmont, and that's going to back him up on 1st down. A big loss for Menlo.
Well, the down lineman shot the gap and got right by the center guard and put some pressure on Danny, and then, as you mentioned, he ran into some other traffic. There's another that was a smart play. Pretty good rush coming on the backside, and they had the shovel pass or screen covered. you see where they have more than one player here coming up to cover Bo. So nice, intelligent, smart play by the quarterback, throwing it away.
DeKroger, a lot of time on this play, 3rd and 12, and that is incomplete.
Well, this, I would say, is a coverage play because they only rushed 3 players. Danny had some time, but there were a lot of defenders right around their receivers.
4th and long. They're going to go for it, kind of in the no man's land there. And they pass it over the middle. That's complete, but it's going to be short of the first down, just behind Clay Robbins, and it caused him to lose his footing. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, this was a zone, and Clay sits down in the zone and catches it, but it was unable to make the necessary yardage. That sack on that first down play made it a little more than 10 yards.
So first offensive play of the game, and our first look at Carlmont's Nick Passanisi, the quarterback, as he is complete to Tenshaw Streets on first down. And Carlmont with a nice play.
Well, I think you're going to see this type of action out of Carlmont. They had one back in the backfield, 4 wide receivers, and play action. So that bought him a little bit more time. He makes a nice throw, and here's the back getting the ball, the single back in the backfield. And
handoff to Dylan Mendiola, and Dylan picks up about 5 before being tripped up.
Right, now he gets outside the contain, which is one of the things that you want to try and do on the outside play, and a nice tackle there, knocking him down, shoestring tackle.
2nd 5, pass out right, that's complete. Blockers out in front, close to the first down marker for Danny Lapiro.
Well, quick screen, bubble screen as we've called it for Menlo. And nice play by Carlmont, and they're moving the chains too.
That time Menlo gets good penetration, and they're going to stop his forward progress.
Right. He wasn't down, but obviously they felt he was, and so a whistle blows. But that was a nice defensive stop.
2nd down and 11.
Blitz here.
Play action pass. Passanisi rolls out, and he throws on the run, and that's complete down to the 40 before Streets goes out of bounds, and another first down for Carlmont.
Well, as we mentioned, it's a play-action pass, and I think you're going to see a lot more of those, and the quarterback is usually going to be rolling. When he's rolling either right or left, the receivers usually will be going in that direction, as the Street was that time, made the catch and got out of bounds. So, again, 3 or 4 straight first downs, and
they give it back to Mendiola, and he scampers his way for about 8.
Well, Carlmont certainly is ready to roll in this first quarter here. They've made some real nice plays against a defense that I thought Menlo was well, there's a little bit more like the Menlo defense we know from last week, but this is a little counter play. You see both the guard and tackle pulling. Menlo is not fooled and comes up and makes the play.
So it'll be 3rd down now for the Scots on their opening offensive possession of the game. 2 receivers left. Passanisi, play action. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down, and go down hard. As Menlo gets into the backfield quickly and ends that play, as it looked like Nick Mariama initially got in there and broke everything up.
Well, they're going to go for it on 4th, just like Menlo did.
Deep pass down the left side of the field. He's got a man in stride, and he's out of bounds. They're going to give him the reception for a first down. A big, big play for Carlmont.
I'll say it was. It looked like, depending on where he makes the catch, but he obviously, the referee's right there on the sideline, on the boundary, and knows that he made that catch. So nice play.
Option right, and here's Streets actually with the carry, and he is towards the goal line and into the end zone. It looks like for a touchdown. Waiting an official, and there's a penalty flag thrown, is why they didn't make a call.
There's the flag, and this was a pitch to the instead of the fly action, which you usually see the man in motion and you give him the ball. This was kind of a motion and pitch, so a different play. We hadn't seen that play before. Maybe it fooled Menlo, but a penalty, so that's going to go ahead. There was a shift problem there, so here he comes again. That's a little wingback trap.
And they hand it off this time on the left side, pushing towards the goal line, and out of bounds at the 5 goes Mike Rosenberg.
Well, what's impressive here is that they have been able to go ahead and move the ball as easily as they did. Now, they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They are very close.
Handed off on the dive up the middle. Near the goal line, but short, and it's going to be a first down, it looks like, Ray.
Right, I think that's, well, it depends on where they mark it, but Carlmont can get a first without scoring. So if they have a first down, now that's a quarterback sneak. He has moved the ball.
Tried to put the ball over the goal line. It was stripped, and it's come loose, and they blow the play dead at the 3.
Yeah, there you see the ball up, and now it's knocked out. And recovered. Wow, that's a
fortunate
impressive
break
play
for Carlmont as it bounced right into the hands of Casey Sullivan.
And he is. I think they're going to put it about the 2 or 3 yard line. Now again, they can
pitch it to Rosenberg. He's got the corner now. Turns back and he is tripped up by Clay Robbins. A nice open field tackle by Clay, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
Right, and so what? They made that first, then they tried to go ahead and get the ball over the goal line and didn't. So now it's a play-action pass.
Passanisi rolls, throws on the run, hit a man in stride on the hands, and it's incomplete.
So it's going to be another 4th down try. Now this was similar to the play that they scored and was called back. They put their man in motion. So 4th down play.
Try it again, and they reverse the handoff. A nice play, and diving for the end zone, and a touchdown goes Mike Rosenberg. So they throw an extra wrinkle into this play now on 4th down, Ray, and it pays off as it's 6 points for the Scots.
Well, very nice play, and that's a quick double reverse in a sense. You give it to one back, and he gives it to the other. Everybody was in tight, and I don't know that fooled Menlo, but at least it provided Carlmont with converting on 4th down and scoring. So, in a sense, they have nothing to lose. They have they haven't had a win in the league, so they're going to go ahead and pull out all the stops.
You see some raindrops starting to form on the camera, as it's been a cloudy day in the Bay Area, as that one's taken at the 5-yard line by Clay Robbins, and he bursts upfield. He's got it at the 50. Kicker to beat, throws a stiff arm, still going down to the 23-yard line. A huge return for Clay Robbins.
Well, it just surprises me that people will continue to kick to him. He has had some very, very good returns, some for touchdowns, and this one an excellent return. So, I think if this is the 9th game of the season, he does run out of a couple tackles. I don't know how he got out of that one, but still he's a dangerous man. I think he can kick it away from him or squib. I'm talking as the opponent, not a Menlo fan. You want him to get the ball, but it surprises me. So nice field position.
1st and 10, and on 1st down, flags are thrown. This could be a false start against Menlo.
Well, it was a straight-ahead play, and often Menlo will, after a play like that, will try to go ahead and get up and catch the defense before they're set. But in this case, I think it was Menlo that was not set, at least according to the officials.
3 receivers near side. They throw it to Robbins. That might be a fumble.
That could have been live.
And they call it an incomplete pass, but that's real close.
Yes, it is.
So Menlo gets the call there.
They do.
2nd down and 15. DeKroger throws over the middle. That's complete to Clay Robbins to the 10, 5, stiff arm, touchdown Menlo. Oh.
No, that should be a touchdown. He's clearly over and the ball was over.
Talking about it, touchdown.
Okay. All right.
It was basically whether or not he might have stepped out just before the goal line, but the officials confer, and the Menlo senior gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, he certainly puts the ball over the goal line. There's a nice straight arm, and there was the ball over. And now, obviously, you're not down on the field there where you can see if he had stepped out, but I don't think so. And so that's 6 points. And
with DeKroger's point after, they tied the ball game at 7 apiece with 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of play. And as we had talked about, Ray, it on paper looked to be an offensive shootout between these two teams, and so far, some impressive drives to start the game. And
this is a
pooch
diagonal
kick,
yes.
And that is free, and Menlo unable to grab it before it goes out of bounds. Oh, no, they give it to Menlo. Correction.
No, they don't.
I got excited there for a second, but
there's no
pointed
one
in the wrong direction.
Since no one comes up with the possession of the ball, you see that no one has the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It goes to the return team. So nice idea, and I think a very strategic move, which I'm sure Menlo's coaching staff saw. But Carlmont gets the ball.
Rain starting to come down a little heavier now as that pass is complete on first down. Streets still on his feet inside the 40 to the 35 of Menlo. And right back at it, Carlmont responds offensively.
Well, he's one of their top players naturally. He catches the ball here and somewhat slips a tackle, looks like, and then, then it slips another one, stays in bounds. So he's going to be a threat and a dangerous player, though, probably throughout the game.
1st and 10, and they hand it off, trying to squeeze through the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just straight ahead blocking, but it's a read play by the running back. Menlo does a nice job of just closing it down. So
2nd down and 9. Pass out right. That's complete to number 25, Michael Lopaparo. Sorry about that.
Well, he catches it, and they're going to just try to hit a quick pass and try to get a blocker there, and they did. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Carlmont.
Hand it off to Mendiola. Not much there.
Well, they faked the fly. We've seen that formation, those plays before from other opponents, but Menlo does a nice job of stopping they didn't give it to the fly back, but stopping the running back here. Play action again.
Pressure coming from behind. Throwing on the run is Passanisi, and that is a beautiful catch made. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him a touchdown, and they do. So another extremely slow call made on the touchdown play. But Passanisi throws a beautiful ball that is caught in stride by Carlmont, and it is a touchdown for Rosenberg, his 2nd of the game.
Well, it looks like that defense that we saw last week against Burlingame is maybe not here right now, and we'll wait and see what happens. But Carlmont certainly is prepared and ready to play, and made 2 nice drives here.
And a very nice job. We've talked about it all year, how difficult it is to throw on the run when you're going the opposite direction for a quarterback, as Passanisi had to come across his body and make that throw.
Once again, they kicked it deep, but this time they were able to kick it into the end zone. So 1st and 10.
DeKroger throws it. That ball is fumbled out of bounds, fortunately for Menlo, as the siren in the background indicates the end of the 1st quarter, but Menlo catches a bit of a break there. Well,
it's a nice throw, good catch, and as you mentioned, it's going to continue to be Menlo's ball.
So DeKroger back dropping, pressure coming, gets away, still rolling. Now is going to tuck it and run out of bounds. So DeKroger does a nice job keeping this play alive as long as he can, waiting for somebody to come open, but he could not find anybody, and eventually just gets it back around the line of scrimmage.
Well, he does a smart thing here, two smart things, I think, making the yardage and kind of holding the ball up, trying to draw the defense back. There's this little shovel pass.
Shovel pass to Bo Nichols, and Bo has it down to the 35, picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And again, this has been a great play for Menlo throughout the year. And I'm surprised in the sense that Carlmont doesn't have someone, sitting on it.
Pass this time is complete to Tim Benton, and Tim's got a 1st down.
Oh, it's a quick 3-step drop. Boom. Good timing on it. Nice play.
I'm sorry, boom is trademarked by another color football analyst. I'm going to have to charge you for that. Hand off to Bo Nichols on a dive up the middle. And Bo with his first big run of the game, first power run of the game. He's got 9 yards on that play.
Well, maybe a 1st down, but it depends on where they mark it. And that is again, Carlmont is, I think, thinking pass, trying to get a good pass rush on. So that's a nice play to go ahead and it is 2nd short.
DeKroger was looking deep on that play and eventually throws it away.
And I think, again, Carlmont is going to probably try to put a lot of pressure on Danny. So the screens may work. And, what they need to do is figure out what coverage it is so they can go ahead and beat that coverage.
3rd and a yard. They spread them out, and movement on the line for Menlo.
Well, that was going to be a blitz, too, by Carlmont, but Menlo moved. So instead of 3rd and just a yard, it's 3rd and 6 now.
4 receivers for the Knights, and again, penalty. Movement. So Menlo's not making things easy on themselves.
Well, let's see if there is a penalty. There was a flag up there, but
Menlo not liking this one. They're arguing this one pretty profusely, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Well, that could have been a shift. Menlo could have actually considered it a shift. If you have two or more men move, then they get set. That would have been okay.
DeKroger throws on the run, and penalties are not a problem as Menlo moves the chains anyway as he hits Clay Robbins for the big first down.
Well, Danny starts to his left, comes back to the right, sees Clay, puts the ball right on the money, and there's a nice first down and a good catch, good throw. And now let's see if Menlo can continue to keep the drive alive on this first down play.
4 receivers again. They give it to Nichols, and Bo's got a big running lane this time. He is down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
Well, that was a trap, a little bit of a counter. You can see both by the back and the guard pulling and making that nice block. So good first down play and good enough for a first down.
DeKroger, quick step drop. That's pass is tipped up at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And what happened here is there was a little bit of a blitz or a gap in here, and it's a nice job because the lineman gets his hands up, tips the ball, and then another lineman goes ahead and grabs that interception.
So a turnover, first turnover of the game by Menlo, first turnover of the game by any team. And on first down, they hand it off to Mendiola, and he is streaking down the field. Cuts it back to the 40, still on his feet. Down to the 20, and finally dragged down inside the 15-yard line. Carlmont with another big play, and they are right back in position to score.
Well, they get the outside, just like we talked about before. Now, they didn't pitch it. They ran to the outside. They blocked the defensive end, and then right down the sideline. Obviously, they don't score a touchdown on this, but a nice gain. And, Menlo does have their work cut out for him because it's going to be first and goal inside. Oh, well, never mind that.
Bring it back.
But maybe the hold was enabled them to do that. But that was a nice run.
Movement also on Carlmont, so it's starting to rain yellow here at Menlo School. Back Carlmont up 5 yards. First and 15 right at midfield. They pitch it.
And they have the outside.
A little bit of room, closes quickly as Casey Sullivan bounces to the outside, and he is eventually taken down, picked up about 3.
Well, again, what you see here is pretty good pursuit by Menlo, and it looked, as you mentioned, it opened. I thought it was going to be a pretty good gainer, and then it closed very quickly, and that's nice, good defensive pursuit by 4 or 5 of Menlo players.
2nd and 12. Quick pass out left. That is complete. He's got a man in stride, and Tenshaw Streets is into the end zone for a touchdown. And Carlmont offensively cannot be stopped right now. They are putting up big play after big play, and with the PAT, it's a 21-7 lead.
Well, it looked like man coverage, and they ran the quick slant. Once he caught the ball, there was no safety to go ahead and make the play. He just kind of splits the defense, runs it in for a touchdown, and Menlo's going to have some problems. We thought number 2 was a pretty good player. He once again demonstrated that he is. So 21-7, and this is not the the outcome you're looking for if you're a Menlo player or coach or fan.
And like you mentioned earlier, Ray, at the very onset of this game, and I don't know if this is what happened, but Menlo might have seen that winless record for Carlmont and figured that they were going to be an easy team. But as you mentioned, they've put up a fight in almost every game that they've played, and here they're out early to a 21-7 lead.
Well, they kick it deep, so they're not too worried about the return. Clay, it does close a little bit here, and then they make a pretty good open field tackle.
Great stiff arm. Unfortunately, he got slipped on the turf, it looked like. But it's 1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Nichols. And Bo dances his way to the 35.
Well, that was a trap, but the trapper didn't come over and get make that block. Bo cuts it a little bit wider and makes good yardage. So that's a second and call it 2.
Coming up on midway through the second quarter. Pressure coming on to Kroger, and Danny's going down.
Well,
second time in the game he's been sacked.
Right. They kind of have a gap rusher there, and either that or he is stunting a little bit, the down lineman, and they've put some pressure on Danny this first quarter and that first half, I should say.
3rd and 4. That's going to be short as they hand it off to Nichols.
So right now, I don't know if it's the fourth down. They're going for it.
They do go for it, and Bo, with an extra effort there at the end, he was going down and dove for the first down.
Nice play there, and they keep the drive alive. Now, the up front people for Carlmont have put a lot of pressure on both run and pass here, and here it is again.
DeKroger in trouble. This time he's going down with a host of Carlmont players in there. This was a blitz from the linebacker.
It was.
And he got there in a hurry. That was Casey Sullivan who got the sack.
That's often called a rub blitz, where you try to rub the down man rubs the guard, and this is it again, but they did a nice job.
This might be intercepted.
Yes,
it is intercepted as it was pitched to Bo Nichols, but the defensive line was right there. Christian Conti, the player who took it right out of the hands of Bo Nichols.
Well, we've talked about what a successful play this has been, and so many teams, I think, plan on somehow trying to stop that pass. So Carlmont was very successful on that one and in good field position again.
Passanisi pump fakes. He's going to bring it down and run, and he is taken out by a couple Menlo players, but a nice run on first down. Picked up 8.
Well, that was that slant pass that he was looking for again. I don't think it was a man coverage this time. I think it was zone. But nevertheless, they're still moving the football.
Hand it off, and that should be enough for a first down for Carlmont.
This is a trap. You see the guard and the tackle coming over and making the block. Not much yardage, but enough for, we're going to call it 3rd and very short.
Mendiola goes in motion. They give it, or Passanisi rather, keeps it himself and has a first down.
That was a sneak, and they just, ran the back out of the backfield to see who would cover him. But first down, and they are on the move here, just outside the 15-yard line.
21-7, Carlmont already out in front. Passanisi is in trouble, but he gets free. He's got it at the 10. 5, touchdown, Carlmont, as Nick Passanisi dives into the end zone, and the Scots have extended their lead. It's 27-7 with the PAT coming.
Well, that was a pass play action, but again, just a very nice run and good individual talents here by their quarterback. Passanisi, did that on his own, basically.
Penalty flag comes in. And offsides against the Knights.
Well, they're still going to kick it, so just a little bit closer, that's all.
And the extra point is good, so just like that.
And now another flag comes out.
28-7 in favor of Carlmont. This one looks like it's after the play. So whatever happens, it should get tacked onto the kickoff.
Right.
So either way, Ray, regardless, it is a 21-point lead for Carlmont.
Well, in some type of Carlmont, I don't know if they, what they did, but it's going to be against Carlmont, so that should give Menlo at least a better opportunity to run the ball back, etc. Because it should be either a 5 or a 15-yarder. Look like a 15-yarder here, yeah. So let's see what happens on the kickoff. We should get good return. They've got to kick it deep. I don't think they can put it in the end zone from there.
Taken at the 18-yard line by Clay Robbins. He runs right, cuts it upfield now, and is going to be tackled at the 40. So this game was 7-7, and right now you've got 21 points in the dreaded unanswered column if you're the Menlo Knights. And first things first, you got to answer them with one touchdown. So Menlo looks to get back on the offensive on their offensive horse, as 2 turnovers on their last possessions have gone back for touchdowns offensively for Carlmont.
Well, there's plenty of time remaining in the half here, so let's see if Menlo can go ahead and mount a drive. Good blocking.
Deep pass down the middle of the field, and right on cue, he hits Tim Benton at the 31-yard line.
And it starts again with good blocking, so there's the good blocking, there's the good read, and the pass. So nice play and a good gain. So Menlo is doing fine. They're back about 35, 32 yards away.
first and 10. DeKroger, a lot of time, and he hits Robbins, cutting across the field down to the 15. Gets thrown down out of bounds. It's first and 10, so 2 quick plays, and Menlo is deep in Carlmont territory.
And again, good blocking. Nice. It's a crossing route. They look like they're going to their left, and they come drag the man across, the receiver across, and it's good play.
DeKroger rolls, throwing on the run. That is complete to Robbins down at the 5-yard line.
Well, very nice play all the way around, and a great drive. Let's see if they can go ahead and capitalize here and put this in.
Give it to Nichols. He cuts to the left, dives towards the goal line. He's going to be just short. It'll be first and goal, however, as he could get a first down, and he did. And so Menlo will have it first down and 4 downs to get it into the end zone.
Right, they're just, a foot away, it looks like.
Give it to Bo, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, Ray, what I was talking about, Menlo has responded and has cut the lead to 14 points. It's 28-13 with the point after coming.
Right, and a very nice drive. I think, very, in a sense, effortless, it looked like. They had good blocking at the line when they were passing. They had good blocking when they were running. So the Menlo, the offense that we have been familiar with, and a nice drive, good play. Now let's see if they can go ahead and hold them and maybe get another score before the half here. Certainly they're capable of it, time-wise, etc. And a squib kick.
And it's going to be pounced on at the 47-yard line, so great field position for Carlmont to start.
Well, that was probably a designated onside, and so Carlmont has it about the 47-yard line.
Passanisi, quick pass out, is almost picked off by Jordan Williams, and Jordan stays down for a couple minutes or a couple seconds here. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, actually, the ball may have been batted both at the line and then by Jordan. Here's a draw, and it didn't fool him at all.
Not much there for Mendiola at all, you're right, Ray, and it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Well, nice penetration there, and Menlo is just kind of collapsing in on him. Now they're only rushing 3, and it's a screen.
Screen pass is complete to Streets. He tries to cut back against the grain, but he's going to go down at the 49. So it's 3rd and long now here for Carlmont. 4th down.
And this is well played because first Menlo did not have a lot of people rushing, only 3. The people that were rushing were able to go ahead and drop back and make a play. And so it causes and forces his 4th down punt.
Pressure was coming on the outside, but the punt is away. Picked up by Clay Robbins at the 15, and he loses the football, and it goes out of bounds. Fortunately for the Menlo Knights, as
yes.
Mark Newton's heart, I'm sure, skipped a little bit there, but it does go out of bounds.
Well, this is a player trying to make a play, and Clay has it initially right near the boundary. With the slippery, I think, conditions, he loses the ball, and luckily for the Menlo team, it's out of bounds, not turned over to Carlmont.
Bo Nichols is tripped up and dropped quickly, maybe lost a yard.
Well, that was a draw out of the shotgun, and you got to kind of do that to keep those rushers off you. Good blocking that time.
Pass is complete to the 25, 1st down for Menlo as Robbins moves the chains.
Well, the blocking is there, the timing is just fine, and again, knowing what you need to go to make that 1st down is all important. So Menlo's got the ball, keeps the ball, and keeps the clock moving.
DeKroger with a deep pass down the left side, a lot of contact on the far side of the field, but it was underthrown a bit. And you see Danny might have had a problem with the slippery football as well.
I was going to mention that. It looked like it was hard to either get the laces or the grip that he wanted. So a little bit underthrown, but that's okay. It was 1st down.
2nd and long, pass out left, and that is incomplete, intended for Tim Benton. Closest man was Danny Lopaparo, the defensive back for Carlmont.
Well, the timing may be off a little bit because of the field and the wet ball, but normally those are plays that I think Menlo is going to make, and here
that pass is incomplete, intended for Benton coming across the middle.
And it's the type of thing where they seem to be just slightly off today. Either concentration, either the wet field, something. So they're going to have to punt it away.
High punt
but not very deep.
Not very deep, and it takes a Carlmont bounce inside Menlo territory.
It's a way to get on the ball, though.
So 1st and 10 for the Scots as they try and add an extra point or two here at the end of this half. It's been a high-scoring, high-octane first half of play so far as both offenses have come out firing.
Well, and this gives, Carlmont an opportunity, short field in a sense, less than 50 yards away. What they're going to try and do, I think, is move the ball down and give Menlo, try to score and give Menlo as little time as possible if they can be successful.
Mendiola on 1st down, picked up a yard. Now a fumble on the exchange. And
they still recover.
Passanisi, the quarterback, does an amazing job. Shows his athleticism right there as he dove about 3 yards downfield, and they actually gained yardage on the play.
Well, now they call a timeout, so they're going to go ahead and see if they can, this is a 3rd down situation. And as you mentioned, lucky that he got the ball back, but made a nice play going in and recovering his own fumble. So it's a 3rd down and about 7.
4 receivers for the Scots.
Five receivers.
5 receivers, one on the near side as well, and that is incomplete. Intended for Tenshaw Streets.
There was nobody in the backfield. They had a tight end and then 2 wides on each side, I think, that last time.
4th down, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. Passanisi looking deep down the left side of the field. Incomplete, intended for Phil Anderson, but it's probably good that he didn't intercept that one.
Exactly. This is a 4th down play, so just if you can bat it down, don't worry about the reception on this one because you've gained 35, 40 yards on it. So now Menlo has an opportunity to go back and maybe get some 3 or 7 here.
DeKroger pumps once, now throws deep down the middle. He's got a man open in stride. It's Clay Robbins down to the 10-yard line. A huge play for the Menlo Knights.
Well, that it is, and we've talked about the good blocking. And again, I don't think Carlmont rushed as many, it looked like either a 3 or a max 4-man rush, and that left the secondary to cover. They did not do a very good job. Clay gets open. They got the ball now on the 10-yard line. Real possibility of scoring, but somebody moves.
A lot of people move there, and this could go either way. Carlmont looked like they were a little bit confused, and they're going to get no flag as the chains also weren't set, so maybe that play hadn't even started yet. As that pass is behind the intended receiver, almost pulled in by Clay Robbins, but falls incomplete.
Well, pretty good defense. You don't see it here as well, but there's a lot of defenders around the potential receiver. So it brings up 2nd down. Now the clock is a bit of a kind of important as well.
Quarterback draw, and now he's going to throw it, and it's complete to Robbins. So the 5 dives towards the goal line. He's down at the 2. Under 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Menlo has a timeout, and they will stop the clock.
Well, the defense closes very quickly, and a nice job by Carlmont denying Clay getting in the end zone. So you got time for maybe one more run.
They give it to Nichols. He's going down, and that's going to end this half, I believe.
It is. I think you're right. They do not have any more timeouts, and that does it.
And that will send us into the break. So the Menlo Knights close to getting even closer in this game, but come up that short. Carlmont will head into the break with a 14-point lead. We'll see you in the the 3rd quarter here on CCSA. Second half action about ready to get underway here from Menlo as the Knights kick it away, and it's a short pooch punt, and it's caught by Jordan Williams out of the air. And okay. I believe you have to let it fall. Is that correct?
Usually that's the case. So let's see. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. And
interference?
Yes, opportunity to make a fair catch. So it had to hit. I think if it hit, then it would be okay. But it's Carlmont's ball, and they're ready to go back into business here. So let's see if Menlo's defense can go ahead and either cause a turnover or stop them, and there's a flag here on the very first play. So, good. So that'll back them up a little.
Personal foul on Carlmont. That'll back them up 15. So Second down and long.
Yeah, they lose the down, I think, as well. So
Passanisi rolls, and he is clobbered as he gets rid of it, and it's incomplete, and he faces some turf for his effort. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Well, Brick Badger, he goes ahead and blitzes on this one and puts good pressure there. Now, this is a long yardage situation. It's going to be 3rd and long. So Menlo should be able to stop him here, hopefully, and they do. And they'll get good field position, or should get very good field position. So
not much there.
No, they stacked it up right at the line of scrimmage. There's 3 or 4 people in there making the play.
So it'll be 4th down for the Scots. They'll have to punt it away. So Menlo's defense comes out to start the second half and does their job. And now
that's
the
great.
Ball is loose, and the Knights are going to recover it, and a huge turnover.
Well, if you think about it, Menlo gave a couple of them to the Carlmont, so they're just returning the favor. So very nice. That was a low snap on the punt, and once again, doesn't matter who gets the ball. That was a 4th down play. So either way, whether Menlo recovered it or not, they had the ball. There's the option.
Pitch it to Nichols, and Bo cuts back to the middle of the field to the 5, lowers the shoulder to the 1-yard line. So you can tell that Menlo has come out with a bit of a fire here in this 3rd quarter, as on their first couple of plays to start this second half, they have really got Carlmont back on their heels.
Well, nice job defensively, and now with barring a mistake here, and they get it in.
Bo is into the end zone for a touchdown, and just like that, we're down to a 1-score football game again.
Well, this is the pitch that you can go ahead and run either inside or outside the tackle. He brings it inside, and he does a nice job of scoring. So let's see. The extra point, I think, is good. It is. So, like you said, Casey, it's a 7-point difference, and very, very early in the second half. So, nice job.
Now, Menlo is the one putting up unanswered points. That's 14 in a row for the Knights, and they will kick it away.
And they continue to kick this diagonal kick.
And a fair catch is made. So 1st and 10 for the Scots. Pass out left on 1st down is complete to Rosenberg. And Rosenberg picks up 5.
Well, just a quick pass, and that's been a pretty good play for them so far in this game.
2nd and 5. Handed off to Mendiola, and he cuts back against the grain. He's got a 1st down, a little bit more to the 46-yard line.
And that's a trap play. You can see both the guard and the tackle pulling. He's deep in the backfield, and he gets the ball, follows those blockers, and makes probably 7-8 yard gain. So it's going to be another 1st down. And Menlo would like to go ahead and stop him pretty soon, since they're on about the 45-yard line.
1st down and 10. They give it to Mendiola again. He's hit hard and dropped by Phil Anderson, who made a nice tackle.
Now, this is more of a draw. This was straight ahead blocking. You'll see when the guard and tackle pull, but on that one, it was kind of a fake pass play.
2nd down,
play
4.
Action.
Passanisi rolls, throws on the run, and that is complete. Down to the 45. The Menlo coaching staff adamant that this ball is incomplete. We'll see it here on the replay, perhaps. And yeah, that did come out and hit the ground for sure.
Well, the referee was, I think, screened off from the play and couldn't get any help anywhere. Fumble.
Passanisi is actually just going to take it right up the gut and pick up the 1st down or close to it on 3rd and a yard.
That's the same play they ran earlier, Casey, where they put the man in motion and then ran the quarterback sneak. So I thought it was a problem with the exchange, but it's 4th down.
4th and a yard. They hand it off again, and the Menlo defense stiffens again. And that's another turnover. This time it's on downs, and Menlo's offense will take over.
Well, that's the defense that I remember from the Burlingame game, and they do a very, very nice job on a 4th down and short. So, and now they get very good field position.
DeKroger on 1st down, rolls out, throws across the middle, and he's got a man wide open with blockers. Robbins to the 30, cuts it back, and he's going down at the 30-yard line.
Also received a nice block downfield from one of his fellow receivers. So Danny comes to his right. That's sometimes a dangerous pass, but it was wide open here. Clay catches it, makes the first player miss, and then makes a good gain out of it. So Menlo's right back on the move here.
Robbins in motion. pass quickly to Brig Badger is complete, and that quick hit play that we've seen so many times this season for Menlo picks up 7.
Well, it's a nice read, and both receiver and quarterback are on the same page. So he picks almost, let's say, 5 or 6. Here's the option, pitching it late.
And he loses the handle, or it fumbled as the pitch hit the ground behind Bo Nichols, as Danny made a man miss and then pitched it.
Right.
And it was a little behind Bo.
Well, that throws the timing off usually when you do that, which I think it did in that case. But Menlo recovers, so let's see if they can convert on a 3rd and 9.
3 receivers now to the left. He pumps once. He's in trouble, and he gets it away to Bo Nichols. Nichols still on his feet. If this is a first down, I'm walking out of here, as that play was going to be gone for a loss, and then Bo was about 4 yards short of the first down and almost made it.
Well, Danny has spun around here, and somehow with the peripheral vision or something throws the ball, and it's caught. Now, if it was not caught, it would have been an incomplete, but they make pretty good yardage out of it, so it's going to bring up a 4th and about, we'll call it 3.
Much more manageable if you're Menlo. 4th and 3. And an option.
Again.
Pitch it to Nichols, and Bo's got to make it happen himself, and he does. He cuts back nicely, and he's got the first down.
Well, that was the normal pitch relationship that you'd like with the quarterback and the pitch man. And so the end closes on the quarterback. He pitches it, and they pick up the first down. So they keep the drive alive.
Pump fake. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown Menlo, as Tim Benton was wide open as the corner looked to bite on that pump fake.
He did.
And he was wide open in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, very nice. Good timing, good, pattern. Both, again, receiver and quarterback on the same page, giving the defensive man, an idea that, hey, you can maybe make an interception, or here's where the ball's going, and no, sorry, it's not. So nice job, and it draws us all even here, but there's still plenty of football to play. There's still the 3rd quarter and another fair catch.
28-28, as Menlo has now put up 21 unanswered points, as they trailed at one point in this game 28-7. Pass left. That's almost picked off by Jordan Williams.
Well, they definitely want to run the slant pass, and they've run it to number 2 and to the left side. Oh, they're going to call pass interference, I think. So it's an automatic first.
Wow. I didn't see it, but I wasn't watching apparently.
All right, and here's somebody jumps. It may be against Menlo. It looked like, but he may have been drawn off. So let's wait and see.
The officials conferring, and it's against Carlmont.
All right. So 1st and 15.
Pressure coming from the outside.
Action.
Mariama in there quickly, passing deep down the left side, and that is complete. It was underthrown, and it was the receiver, Tenshaw Streets, who made the adjustment and came back to it.
Well, it's the type of play where we've talked about before, where you run the slants, the ends, and then you run the fade, and it's difficult for the defensive back to cover that play, but this is a little fly action.
Handed off around the outside to Rosenberg, and he is strung out and dropped.
Minus yardage play, so nice play there by all the defense, Menlo's defense. They string it out, and I think it's Jordan that eventually blocks him down.
Jordan Williams, also Chris Zeisler, the man who took him down.
Good pass rush there, good pass rush.
And it was behind the intended receiver, so that'll bring up another long yardage situation for Carlmont. So Menlo's defense is bent a little, but they are not broken yet in this second half. 3rd and 13. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. And a pass out left, and it's a lateral. And Menlo was right there.
Yeah, you can see that play developing. It's a short pass, not enough for the first down, and the back comes out trailing. They also ran it into the boundary. Usually you want to try and run that a little bit wider, I think, where it gives the man that catches the lateral an opportunity to run further, or maybe make the first down. 4th, they're going for it again.
4th and 6, play action. Passanisi throws on the run again, and again he's got Tenshaw Streets open down to the 22-yard line, as he is doing a great job throwing across his body as he rolls out to the left.
Well, they are a play-action pass team, and they, whichever way they're rolling, either right or left, those receivers seem to run that out pattern and seem to be open, and that completes the first down. So they're still on the move here and have converted a number of fourth down plays this game. Play action again.
Passanisi rolls. Gets free of the defender for Menlo on the run towards the end zone, out of bounds. A nice catch made by Ryan Lippy, but he was just out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, Passanisi, as you said, does a nice job here, and once again, when they roll to the right, the receivers need to go to the right, even though it looked like he may have dragged his feet, ruled out of bounds.
Handed off to Mendioli. Down to the 20.
So this is the fly action, and they give it to the second back through. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4, I'd say.
Pressure comes, passes incomplete, intended for Mendiola again.
Well, and this will bring up a 4th down play. We'll see what Carlmont can do with it. They do not want to go ahead and kick a field goal.
And he fumbles on the drop back.
Either way, whether Menlo recovers it or not, it's their ball. So,
and it will be Menlo Knight football. So the turnover on downs, as the Menlo defense again steps up when they have to, and we had a tie game, 28-all.
Well, it looked like the ball just kind of slipped out of the quarterback's hands, but Menlo has it, and it's their first down. Nice quick pitch here.
Pitch it to Bo Nichols. Nichols cuts to the 30. Before being tackled by a couple of Carlmont players.
Well, good blocking at the point of attack, and then Bo cuts inside the outside block and makes about an 8-yard gain option.
Pitch it to Nichols. It was actually a throw backwards, and Bo, regardless, picks up the first down.
Yeah, I would say that this is the option. Instead, it's a pass rather than a pitch. Often you usually do kind of a basketball chest pass or something similar, but here was really kind of a pass play. So it picks up the first down. There's the hot once again.
Quick pass to Brig Badger and another first down.
Briggs made some good plays here, playing both ways. Being from his linebacker position and now in the offensive slot receiver.
3 receivers to the near side. Now to Kroger under pressure. Throws on the run and throws it away.
Yeah, that is going to be called possibly. I didn't see if there is a flag. There was no receiver there, so that's going to be you need to go ahead and have somebody in the area, and I don't believe there's a receiver there. We'll look once again. So no, I think that's a correct call.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 20. To Kroger, deep pass down the middle of the field, just incomplete. Off the fingertips of the intended receiver for Menlo.
Well, that was certainly not a throwaway. They just, I think, missed Tim on that. So a good idea, but going to bring up 3rd and real long, about 18.
To Kroger, takes the low snap. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it. And it's complete down to the 44. Still going to be well short of the first down, but he lost or avoided losing yards on the play. And that actually should be the final play of the 3rd quarter as well, as Menlo in no hurry to get back to the line, and it will be. High snap on the punt, but it is pulled in and kicked away, and it's a nice punt. Bounces at the 25-yard line, and it's going to come dead at about the 15. So make it the 14. A good punt for the Menlo Knights, and Carlmont will go back on offense in a tie game.
Well, that was a high snap, and Danny does a nice job at getting the ball, then getting under control and making a nice punt and a good roll of about maybe 15 or more yards. So what Menlo wants to do now, obviously, is in the start of the 4th quarter here, have that defense stop Carlmont, get yourself good field position, see if they can go ahead and score. And just as they say that's
trouble here as Mendiola has broken to the outside, and he has got it up about the 37-yard line. A big first down run for Carlmont. Gets them out of the shadow of their own goalpost and is moving back downfield.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Casey, we have seen a lot of offense, and this was a good run. They got the ball the outside, that pitch. They run it inside this time for very little yardage, but that pitch play has been pretty good, both offensively for Menlo with the option and pitch play for Carlmont.
2nd and 9, Passanisi rolling out, throwing now to Streets on the near side. He's got it 45-50, breaks free of a couple tacklers, and he is off to the races. 20-15, touchdown, Carlmont.
Boy, very interesting here. He turns a very short gain into a touchdown, but there is a flag on this, so we'll wait and see. But he makes 3 or 4, maybe 5 tacklers miss there, and then outruns the defense. So we'll wait and see what the flag is, because this will put Carlmont ahead.
And it is a hold against the Scots, so wipe it off the board and bring them all the way back down the field.
Nice play, though.
That pass is complete to the 31-yard line. As trying to break free is Danny Lopaparo. Not much there.
Well, these are hitch patterns. This is about 5 yards and turn around. He makes the reception. Then when you're running into the teeth of the defense, it's pretty hard to break it for long yardage. But they did pick up about half of what they needed. Let's call it 3rd and about 11.
And Mendiola is tripped up as he tried to make his cut. So it's going to be 4th down now. And all of a sudden the defenses have shown up here in this ball game.
Right, and I think they'll punt, although they have gone for it on a number of 4th down plays, and they're in punt formation.
And Carlmont's actually going to take a timeout. No, Menlo's going to take the timeout here as the official points to the Menlo direction. So they will punt it away. Menlo being wary of a fake attempt, but they do punt it. It's taken at the 30-yard line, at the 28-yard line by Robbins. And Clay is down at the 35.
Well, I think the defense did their job. They forced the punt. And now Menlo's got pretty good field position. You'd like to have it a little bit closer maybe, but certainly they're not backed up, and they can go ahead and use maybe all of their arsenal in their offense at this time.
Quick handoff to Nichols, and Bo cuts it upfield at the 40, down at the 44.
Just short of the first down here, so I'm going to give him about a 9-yard pickup, depending on the spot. Yeah, just 2nd and 1.
4 receivers for Menlo. Shotgun for DeKroger. Throwing left. That is completed to Clay Robbins, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Menlo. A one-handed grab that was made with ease by Clay Robbins. Pulled it in and hit his stride and took off for the touchdown.
Well, the other thing that you see here is the defenders kind of knock one another off, and that's right at the tail end of this. But well-thrown ball, obviously, and then a super catch. You don't see it as clearly there, and they're the defenders, and so now it's just a smooth sail. And Clay isn't going to be caught, so Menlo retakes the lead here. So very nice play.
First lead of the ball game for the Menlo Knights, and it couldn't come at a better time than midway through, or coming up on midway through this 4th quarter, as the extra point is good, and Menlo out in front for the first time today. They lead at 35-28 over Carlmont here at Menlo.
Okay, so it could come at a better time, right at the end of the game.
True.
But we'll wait and see. Another diagonal kick. And this time they do not fair catch it.
Grabbed at the 30, and it could be a good return, but an excellent job on the far side of the field by Menlo as they were able to swarm that kick quickly. And it looked like Menlo was going to be in trouble there.
Well, you commit a number of players, to where you're kicking the ball, and then in this case, they make a nice play and have the lead. Let's see if they can go ahead and play some good defense here.
Just under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Mendiola, the carrier, and he's got it to the 45, near the 50. Should be enough for a first down.
Well, that's a first down play, and he makes a first down run out of it. making about 10 yards on it. And again, they have when Carlmont's been successful, they've been blocking up front, either run or pass, and it looks like they are very hot and cold on some of these series.
Give it to Mendiola again. This time he's thrown down quickly, actually thrown for a couple yards.
And that was a different type of play. They kind of false keyed. They pulled their right guard to the right, but ran it to the left. So,
2nd down and 9. Passanisi rolling out right, throwing right. That's complete to Lopaparo again, and Danny has about 5.
Well, that was that little hitch, and then he just turned to the outside. They have been, throwing those shorter passes and expecting their receivers to make good yardage out of it. Play action.
Pressure coming, but Passanisi gets rid of it, and he's got a man wide open, and walking into the end zone is Mike Rosenberg for the touchdown.
Well, they pulled off a good play there, obviously, because there's no one near the receiver. And that was a play-action pass, which they've, run throughout the game. But maybe somebody slipped or there was just a blown coverage. But that man was wide open.
So the extra point is on its way, and we have another tie ball game at 35 apiece, as this one is one to remember so far, and we still need to have a winner crowned.
Well, the extra point was very important, and they were able to go ahead and make it. So with a little over 7 minutes to go, it's still anybody's ball game.
So Menlo will receive the kick at the 10-yard line, and Clay Robbins is on the move again to the 40. And it'll be 1st and 10. A flag is calmly dropped instead of thrown on the play. So we will await the penalty marker.
And I am surprised that they continue to kick it to Clay, because he has proven time and time again that he's a very dangerous receiver who will make pretty good yardage. And I think, again, kicking it somewhere else, it's a different type of return. You got a different person running, etc. So
they give him a horse collar tackle
in
that play.
Right.
So it didn't pull him down by the back, but you still can't grab the player by that part of the shoulder pads. And that's what they called. So Menlo gets the benefit of the doubt on that one, and they get a big 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of that run.
Well, that was nice drive blocking by the entire line. So good job there by the offensive line.
They hand it off to Bo again.
I think he's going to pick up the 1st down, and that's a little bit of a counter or a trap where you see the left guard pull and block.
Now, if you're Menlo, Ray, not only do you want to score, but you got to start thinking about taking time off the clock as well.
Well, I think you're right, and they have done that already with 3 or 4 straight runs now. So those runs have been very effective and very efficient. And as you mentioned, they're taking time off the clock. Keeps your defense off the field, but there's still quite a bit of time left, about 6 minutes. So
4 receivers for Menlo.
Obviously, you want to get at least 3 if you can't get to 7.
Pass incomplete, intended for Anderson down at the 15. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Five and a half minutes to go in the ball game.
Looks like it's going to be a 4-man rush.
They give it to Robbins, and he just gets pulled down. He almost broke free of the arm tackle.
That was a wingback trap that we've seen them run effectively. And again, uses some time on the clock. So
3rd down. Quick pass to Brig Badger, and Badger streaks towards the goal line and is down at the 3-yard line.
Well, we've mentioned, what he's done with this game, and not only has he blocked, but I think this is, 3rd or 4th catch and almost a touchdown. So very nice play. And actually, if they can take 2 or 3 plays before they score, it might be better, but they'll take the 6.
They will take the 6 indeed, and it's Bo Nichols who pushes it in from 2 yards out, his 2nd of the day. And the Menlo Knights have extended the lead now. It's 41-35 with the point after coming.
An important extra point.
Looks good, and it is good. So,
and then an important defense here, where you need to go ahead and stop Carlmont, who has scored a lot of points already today, and they have plenty of time left.
Time winding down in the game. Sun going down on the field at this point as it's taken at the 37. And a heads-up play by Carlmont. That was Ryan Lippy. He didn't take the fair catch. He had time, and he's able to pick up about 10 yards on the return.
Well, they're going to start in very good field position, just short of the 50-yard line, about the 47, I think. And so, the 47-yard line. So, once again, you want to play some defense. Here comes a...
Let's see how many players Menlo's got on the field
right,
here.
There may be too many players.
And it is against Menlo, so that'll move
5 yards.
Carlmont 5 yards closer.
Right. So
48-yard
5. Blitz.
Pressure's coming, a lot of pressure, and he throws it away.
Now that could be intentional grounding too, but I did not see a flag come out. But I do not see a receiver over there. They had called it against Menlo, but they do not call it here.
4.5 minutes to go in the game.
Another blitz.
Passanisi. That's a
backwards
lateral pass. And Menlo is all over it, but he does a nice job as Lopaparo was the only Carlmont player over there, and somehow he grabbed it.
That was a double pass, I believe, but I don't think Menlo was fooled in any way. Oof. And that was a nice play trying to dislodge, the man who's going to jump on the ball from the ball. But
third and long, pass down the middle, a lot of contact and a flag. That's going to be interference and an automatic first down for Carlmont.
Which is too bad because this would have been a fourth down play. And
looked like they just ran into each other, really.
But well, they're
regardless.
Yeah, it's called. So it's 1st and 10. Menlo's going to have to go back and stop them. They're 40 yards away. Good pass rush.
He's in the grasp, and he's going down. And another big sack on the play for Menlo. Well,
that's a great play and nice job here. We'll go ahead and see if they can get put some more pressure on them and see if they can go ahead and stop them here.
2nd and long.
Blitz again.
Rolling, throwing on the run. That's complete to Streets. And he does a wise thing getting out of bounds. Stops the clock at the 35-yard line.
Well, he makes his yardage, which is another thing that you want to do when you're, as a receiver. So he does a nice job. He gives a little fake inside move, and then he gets to the outside and gets out of bounds. So nice play. Now,
and Carlmont looks like they have to take a timeout, and that could be a costly timeout as the clock was already stopped, and now they have to use a timeout and talk it over. So 3rd and 3, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Play action, Passanisi rolling, throwing on the run, incomplete through the hands of Danny Lopaparo.
And once again, he is rolling to his right. The receiver is cutting to the right. And it's a single coverage out there, but they do a nice job. Menlo does not let him catch it there.
Fourth down here.
They go deep.
Big play, and it's broken up by Jordan Williams at the 10-yard line. And a turnover on downs, and that could do it in this game.
Well, what Menlo's going to need to do is make at least one first down, naturally. But the big thing they did here is they prevented and stopped Carlmont from scoring or even continuing the drive. So nice play, and it was 4th down, so I think Jordan was well aware of what down it was. Sometimes you want to grab it and throw it into the ground.
Hand it off to Nichols on 1st down, and Bo cuts it upfield to the 46-yard line near the first down.
Right. From Menlo's perspective, it would be better if he made 9.5 yards, but we'll have to wait and see where they mark this
now
one.
Now you're asking for a little much.
Well,
9.5 yards it is. 2nd down and a half a yard, and they pitch it to Nichols. And Bo cuts it upfield to the 50. Grab the face mask, it looked like. But regardless, it moves the chains and rolls the clock.
Right. And what you need to do now, the clock stops momentarily for the chains to set up, but then it'll start again. So that's what you want to do is maybe make one more first down. I think that'll probably do it.
Give it to Nichols. Bo stays in bounds. Down to the 44-yard line. So Menlo, they were behind in this game 28-7 at one point and are on the verge of coming away with a home victory. 1.5 minutes to go. They give it to Bo again.
Okay, now they did not make the first down yet, but they have continued to move the chains, move the clock, and I think, again, one more first down should do it. So let's see if they can go ahead and pick it up here on a 3rd down play.
Pitch it to Nichols. Bo cuts it upfield, and he's going to be close to a first down. This is going to be a face mask, it looked like.
Or a horse collar.
And either way, that's going to be your ball game there for Menlo.
I think he may have had the yardage as well, but you don't have to take out the calculator or anything and just say, okay, he's there.
Another horse collar, you're right. It looked like. Either way.
Whatever. The call is first down.
Regardless, a call is a victory for the Menlo Knights as they are going to defeat Carlmont here today. And you start thinking about the final game of the 2009 regular season. Next week, the Valparaiso Bowl against the rivals from Sacred Heart Prep. And Menlo gets a key victory in their playoff hopes in the 2009 season here today, Ray.
Well, that certainly was again another exciting game. This is at least 3 in a row where you've kind of had to hang on to your hat and not knowing until maybe the last play of the game who the eventual winner was going to be. But Menlo ends the league play with, I think, a pretty good chance to maybe get into the playoffs. We'll wait and see the outcome of other games in their division, but a big one this coming week, Friday, with Sacred Heart Prep. We'll have it for you here. And for what, Casey, why don't you wrap it up for us?
That will do it for us here from Menlo. The Knights pick up a big come-from-behind victory over Carlmont. They take this one 42-35. For my partner Ray Calcano, I'm Casey McGuire. We will see you next week.